Are we online?
Hello, everyone.
Hey, sup?
Hello, everybody.
Howdy, folks. Howdy.
Hi, guys. Girls.
Hope we don't run over 100 members, because I think the Zoom call only handles up to 100.
Roman, somebody is writing that on YouTube there is translation of Taurus wallet or something. Can that be?
No, there was a problem with YouTube, and now it's fixed already.
People are piling in and piling in. Mitja, how are you?
I'm awful.
Oh, that's good to hear. Why awful?
Yeah, why are you awful?
Hey, Marina.
Hi, Marina.
Okay.
Because people makes me nervous.
Don't be nervous. I'm a little nervous. I'm usually not nervous on these things, but I'm actually nervous.
No, I'm not nervous usually, but some people make me nervous without any reason. And really... them. Sorry?
Yeah, just slash them.
Yes, yes, that's what I'm thinking doing actually. Some of them definitely need to be slashed.
Wow, we're at 47 already. People are piling in. I really hope we don't run over 100. That'll be we'll have to slash people on Zoom.
Yeah.
First come, first served.
I see Brian's here, Sharif's here, Cyril.
A lot of new people here.
Well, they're not actually new. They've been around.
Well, they're new for me, or for most of us. Maybe they were under the hood on the back end.
So I think it's fair that we give it another minute or two just to make sure that everybody sort of has a chance to come.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm told there is still Taurus wallet translation on YouTube. Can that be?
I think that they use the old link.
They need to go to the YouTube channel and select a live stream. The link should be different.
Yeah, just check. Okay. Fine.
How are you feeling, Pat?
Oh, we have a lot of people on YouTube.
Yeah,
I feel like a blogger.
20. Yeah.
Aren't you?
I guess.
Guys, I think it's almost 5 minutes left.
Yeah, Pavel, but there are still people knocking on the door. So let's let everybody in. Yeah, I can see 1, 2, 3 in the queue. There are several people. So let's give everybody a chance to sort of pile in.
It doesn't happen every week, so
Yeah.
5 minutes won't do anything.
Also, if you're able to, please turn on your cameras. Whenever the cameras are on, it just makes for a better show.
Hi, Ron.
Hi, Mike. Hey, there's Mike. How are you? Finally get to see you in the flesh.
Good, thank you.
Well, I don't see anybody knocking at the moment. We're at 58 on Zoom, so I think maybe we've reached critical mass. So we can maybe
Let's
start.
go,
Yeah?
Ron. Yep.
Let's do it. Okay. Woo-hoo. All right, here we go. Hi, everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of our weekly update. This is our 34th weekly call, if I'm not mistaken. And today is probably the most important one since the launch. We have a whole bunch of major announcements to share. And as always, we'll have a Q&A session at the very end. So let me begin. As we all know, May 7th, 2020 was a very special day. It was the day that a community of like-minded members got together and proclaimed in unison. Can somebody mute their microphone? Please, I can hear your paper shuffling. Sorry, let me start over. So May 7th, 2020 was a very special day. It was the day that all of us people came together and proclaimed in unison that no one has the right to take away that which belongs to the people. And on that day, Free TON was launched. But it was a baby. And to grow that baby took stress, an extraordinary, inordinate amount of hard work, many, many sleepless nights. But today, just over 7 months later, the same like-minded people, now numbering in the tens of thousands, have come back to say that the baby is grown, it's a responsible adult, and it can now live on its own. I am very honored to have the chance to announce publicly that Free TON is sufficiently decentralized, and this is official. At this very moment, the network has just over 400 validators, and we're off. So thank you, hooray, cheers, congratulations to us all. How about a round of applause?
Yeah. Hey.
All right. I know that was a bit dramatic, but nevertheless, it's a monumental day. So thank you. Thank you to everyone for all of your hard work, to the first members, to all of the new members, to all the validators, to everyone who supported and helped monitor the Ludi game, the validator game, and of course to the community at large. So this is your reward. We have a brand new blockchain that, will never be duplicated. Okay, enough with the sappy emotion. Let's get to the second big announcement. We have several of them. And I think a lot of the validators have been waiting and waiting and waiting for this. So I'm going to hand the podium over to both Mitja and also to Nikita so they can sort of cut the next red ribbon. Want to do the honors?
Well, hi. First of all, there are two things which are not, maybe three that I want to talk about there, which are not exactly the same. So first of all, let me maybe share my screen a little bit for the first part. And that will be that. Okay, so let me run a DeBot, and you can now, and Nikita will show you live. This is just on a test network. I want just to go over Declaration of Decentralization. You can read it here from the DeBot directly, and we will talk about that a little bit later. So I just wanted to bring your attention to this part of the declaration, which is free TON becomes fully decentralized when. And there are three conditions, really. So the first one is a vast majority of TONs are being distributed among many users in the simplest way possible in order for them to participate in staking so as to prevent any single party from influencing network activities. With the introduction of DeBots and the Magister Ludi game, we have distributed, I don't know exact sum, but it's about more than 300 million. We actually had to borrow from another giver to accommodate everyone, so all the winners. So it's more than 300 million tokens that have been distributed. There is also, and the declaration is talking about that as well. It's about contests and tip and the contests and the implementation contests. And as you know, for the last 9 months, we have distributed millions of tokens through meritocratic token distribution mechanism. It's not being perfect. It's being all the time updated, and there's a lot of work community is doing for ameliorating this this process and the smart contracts that govern the process. And there are several groups that working on the governance in different ways on form. I think that the most important is that the process is ongoing, and a lot of people are participating in these activities. And can you mute someone who is not talking? Thank you. So I think that this is the number one point has been achieved or is being in the process of being achieved. Of course, it is impossible to distribute 5 billion tokens in 9 months, but the process has been established. I think it's a sound process. It's not perfect. There are many things to still to do. There are a lot of people who works on this, improving in this process. So I think we're on track, and that's why we're not saying we're fully decentralized today, but we're definitely, and that's the only, as you will see, that's the only part that needs to proceed for us in order to be fully decentralized. Several independent validators are participating in network consensus, and we see that we have achieved this many times over. So we have more than 400 validators now, fully independent validators, which are ensuring the security of the network. And the last but not least is that several teams of developers are working on the protocol design, including its specifications, core software, compilers, languages, and interfaces. We have several sub-governance and a lot of independent developers working now on many aspects of the protocol. And we will also, there is a next announcement is about that actually as well. So I think from that perspective, we are sufficiently decentralized as of today, because we fulfilled the second and the third fully term, and the first term is ongoing and improving constantly as a process. So I think that's one thing I wanted to say about that.
Okay.
Then, yeah. Well, I will continue now. Okay. The second part is, let me also share my screen for that. Just a few minutes ago, we have released in public the Rust validator source code. And you can view that in our repository on TonLabs node. There are actually many repositories that connected to that. There are protocol repositories, which are, yeah, thanks, which has been public for quite some time. And I will talk about this node in just 1 minute. So this we have been working on that for a year now in terms of the validator, basically from October last year, more or less. And this node is first of all, it's a long process, and it's a lot of sleepless hours. What the version that we're releasing currently, it's also public, and you can see that in here. We just started some, of course, that is a testnet called RustNet. It's published on the TON Live, and you can watch it. It's been started, I think, yesterday, this one. Now, don't expect it to be very stable, because a lot of experiments are going on and will be going on with a contest that will be running on this network. Now, one caution, like important statement: please do not run this code on the main net. It does work with, of course, interoperable with Telegram node, but I will just tell you several things why it is not just wise to do that. First of all, the Rust implementation of Telegram is faster than the Telegram implementation. So the Rust implementation of the node. We actually artificially made it release blocks slower now to match more or less the performance of the Telegram node. This can result in unpredictable behavior of the network if you just run it plain vanilla like that, and it's also not being through the proper public testing, which will start now. It should go through the process of being the test on their own network, then the test on the DevNet, and only then on the mainnet. It is really important. You would not run that node on the mainnet. Please don't do that. The implementation is heavily parallelized, which is sufficiently different from Telegram approach to the implementation. Therefore, it really need to be tested carefully to work with and not, break the Telegram kind of network with the Telegram node. So, please don't run it. We will, of course, let you run it on this RustNet. You can run it there. You can ask for tokens. There is a config that is published or will be published today, or how to join the network. So whoever wants to, we will do the special group for that in Telegram. So whoever wants to test this, as a validator, and of course there will be a contest. Now, I published the contest for DevOps for this network, but for the Rust node, but DevOps subgovernance is not ready because they're in the process of selecting jury. So therefore, I hope to start the contest today, but because of that, we will need to delay this DevOps. The DevOps contest is the first in the series of contests around the Rust node. we welcome every validator to join and help us through this contest to debug and you know and test this network, and also to break some records with it, because it will introduce certain things. It's not there yet. We're not releasing this today, but it will introduce the multi-threaded implementation of collator and validator, which will, we think, take that performance of the node, you know, several times over still, and that will make it totally incompatible with Telegram node from that perspective. So again, we expect a lot of great things from this release. I thank everyone from the node team and TonLabs for doing an incredible job on this node implementation, and you know, hope people from the community would join us to strengthen that, and you know, to make it even better. So that's, I think, about the Rust node. Okay, now let us go to the mainnet, and Nikita, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Great. So what are we going to do now? That's a symbolic gesture, but we just prepared that for today's call. Thank you, Nikita, very much for your sleepless efforts. Basically, what will happen now is that we will release a key block for the network. This key block will contain a new system contract. And this new system contract will have a declaration of decentralization embedded into that contract, the whole text. And also, there will be a method for signing this declaration on chain. From now on, you can sign declaration on chain. Again, it's a symbolic gesture, but I think, you know, it's important to write our own history into our own blockchain. Apart from the system contract, which we will, you know, for the key block, which we'll update now, we will also, Nikita also wrote a DeBot, through which you can easily sign the declaration. The signature of the declaration costs 1 TON. It's not free, and the money will be actually stored in the smart contract forever, or until someone will find a collusion in the SHA-256. It's similar to what Bitcoin runs over SHA, I think, or other hash functions, SHA-1 and other hash functions. We will run just one SHA-256 collusion. If you find the same hash, all the money that has been spent on the declaration will go to you. Unless that's happened, the money will just be there, stay there forever. So let's do the key block. Maybe. Are you ready?
Okay. I'm ready. I will call just one comment, I think.
Yeah, let's try not to break the network.
Keep calm. Okay, just TON SLI, my lovely tool, send the file. Then, okay, take.
When we will see this sign in the bot?
Yes, of course. The first we need to deploy the key block.
Okay, I sent a message with the new config to blockchain. Let's check result.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, I see that transaction was applied.
Yeah, the new block is there.
Yay!
Yes. Okay, and then I can cure this config to show you this new address, and then let's.
Let me switch to your
Okay.
switch to your
I
screen,
will share.
please.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Oh, please, somebody. I cannot share my screen.
Roman, can you let him?
Can you let Nikita
Please.
share his screen, please?
Okay.
Yeah. For who?
Nikita.
1 moment.
Kesha. He's got
Yeah.
Kesha. And,
Right. Okay. I forgot to rename.
Yeah, done.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. First of all, let's check config. Get config. That
No,
one.
get. Don't get.
I see. Maintain dev. Okay. You can see free givers. This last 3 lines. Then this address is our DOD contract, which stores text of this declaration. This is elector and some other system contracts. Okay, and then let's start the bot. Okay, I'll copy the address.
And the address, of course, will be, attached to this video.
Okay. Hello. Okay, I'm ready to read and sign. I will be the first one, I guess. Okay, you can see the text. Okay, let's choose sign. Now I need to enter the address of my multi-signature wallet. And then I will enter path to file with keys. Okay, let's wait while message will be handled by blockchain. Okay.
Fireworks.
That's what we can see. Great.
Nice.
I have signed this declaration. Let's check maybe that. Let's wait for a while transaction will be applied. Check again. Okay, and you can see that number of collected signatures now 1. Okay, quit.
Great.
Thanks.
So we invite everyone to sign the declaration, to spend 1 TON on that. I think it's nice. Well, I think that's all from us today.
Thank you, Mitja. Thank you, Nikita. That was cool. That was excellent. So obviously a big occasion. So announcement after announcement, and I'm so happy to see so many people here. I really am. It just it takes the nervousness right out of me. Anyway, obviously we gathered a lot of members here on this call. Each of them played a huge role in launching Free TON as a decentralized network back in May, and each of them has been very heavily involved in achieving what we have today. We all owe them a huge debt of gratitude for taking on what at the time seemed like pretty much a impossible task, and now doesn't seem so impossible, does it? So I want to take a moment and just sort of go around the room, the virtual room, as it were, and just sort of let everybody, all of the first members, say a few words about what they've done, what they plan to do, so everybody can sort of say hello to them. I'm going to give everybody just about a minute because obviously we have a lot to get through, but if you'll forgive me, I I have a list in front of me in no particular order. I would like to, and if I may, somebody's microphone is on and we can hear a background noise. If you would please mute. Thank you. Sort of. Cyril, I think that's you. Sorry. Sorry, man. Right. So let's start with, how about Chorus.one? Brian, are you here with us? I believe you are.
Hey, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I mean, just congrats everyone on all the progress. I mean, community has grown so much, so many developments. It's very cool to see how many contests are running and just the level of activity. So yeah, congrats everyone on the progress.
Thank you, Brian. What about yeah? What about what plans does Chorus have, say, for the next couple months?
I mean, with regards to TON, one thing we did discuss that we would like to do is write some kind of a little bit of like an ecosystem overview, or maybe an analysis of the the funding, basically these givers, the contests that have been running, because I think that is interesting, and it's a unique thing of how to fund, how to fund sort of community development and bootstrapping. So that, like, we want to like dive in a little bit there and sort of maybe see if we can write something general that also other people can take lessons from.
That would be excellent. You might have seen the Cointelegraph article about contests versus grants. That was a good one.
Yeah, totally.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you very much. How about, let's just say, how about Kuna? Michael Chobonyan?
That's me, guys. Hey, everyone.
Hey.
So yeah, congrats everyone to this spectacular and fantastic event. So we are Eastern European exchange based in Ukraine, and our target markets are Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, basically ex-USSR countries. So as an exchange and as an initial validator, we recently launched the TON to USDT pair. It's been quite active. It was obviously lack of liquidity of TON, so we didn't see that many trades, but there was definitely some action among the newer users, so I'm happy with that. I've done a few videos personally about the free TON. That's just the beginning. So we, as a validator and as an exchange, would focus on spread of this technology among our users in our countries. So that's quite obvious. We are launching, well, not we, but the community is launching trading competitions on Kuna starting in about a week, I guess. So we are helping with that. So the key idea from me is how I can help my perception that we should concentrate on demand for the for this ecosystem, and as a result for token. So selling, demand, and so on and so on. And behind me you can see, here we go, Kuna family. So in Kuna family we don't have just an exchange, we have the whole range of products, and one of the products that we want to launch on free TON network would be a stable coin, Ukrainian hryvnia stable coin, but right now we have it on Ether network, but because of the DeFi boom, we see the cost of gas just skyrocketing, which just kills the whole idea of stable coin, especially like for the shitty countries and currencies like in Ukraine. So yeah, we have plans to launch the stable coin on TON, and quite a lot of development. We're still working. My marketing team are still working on the whole concept. So thank you again and congrats. And we are here to stay. And I don't plan to sell anything. I want to buy more.
Yeah.
Thank
awesome.
you, guys.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. It's awesome. How about the resident super journalist and PR hero, Sharif?
Hey, folks.
How are you, man?
Thank you to everybody who's made this work. It's amazing. It's been amazing to see this happen since May. I don't know who's catching up with who, if it's the humans and the social side, the contests, you know, the submissions, the subgovs, that's kind of been waiting for the tech side to catch up, which is kind of how it feels that's happened now, you know, with sufficient decentralization, or if it's the other way around. But the two things are working in a beautiful sort of symbiotic rhythm together now, and it makes sense. And the reason it makes sense is also the reason why I think paying that 1 ton and signing and putting your signature on the chain is so important. It's because the thing I've learned since May is that it is the on-chain reflection of your status, your membership, your activities, your contest wins or whatever. It is the on-chain reflection of what you do and what you contribute that I think unlocks like the best human traits. When you're not squabbling over incentives or recognition and all of the things which happen in a traditional off-chain world where everything is whimsical and so on, where whether you're noticed and whether you're pushed up the hierarchy or pushed down, when that stress is removed and you can just actually take as a guarantee that there is an on-chain belonging for you in the community, it is amazing what happens next. A ton of sort of good community spirit is what happens next. So I would say that paying the ton and putting yourself on the chain as a signatory is more than just symbolic and more than just optional. It's like it's how this whole thing makes sense. And I'm extremely excited to be part of it. In terms of plans coming up, you know, the thing which surprises me the most is just the decentralized governance and how it's working. And it sort of triggered in me a sort of academic curiosity, which I haven't felt for a while, which is to simply understand how this thing is working in practice. And to me, that means sort of snooping around the various subgovs or whatever, seeing how things work, seeing what we can copy in the community voice subgov from others, and perhaps trying to distill it to some degree. I tried in an article with Cointelegraph to sort of distill some fundamentals, but really that is just that's really superficial. That's really superficial. I mean, if we want to get towards some sort of manual of decentralized governance, it's going to take a lot of community effort, and I want to be part of that. So that is my focus, I think, for the coming months. Thank you again, everybody.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Sharif. And I couldn't have said it better. I mean, you encapsulated exactly the spirit of what we're trying to achieve. That's perfect. Thank you so much. How about Sergey from CEX?
Hello, my name is Serge from Sexio. We are very thrilled to be the part of return ecosystem. I think it's really great technology, and it's a great opportunity for us to be a part of it. And it is developed by a really amazing community. Me personally very like the idea of decentralization and opportunity it opens up for us and for the whole community. Right now, we are taking our part as an initial member in validating and governance, and we are actually working for integration of return into our services such as wallet and liquid staking, and preparing tons of promotional materials and educational articles which will be published very soon for our audience and in external blogs. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sergey. Thank you very much. And go vote. Sorry, it's an inside joke. How about nil.Foundation? Our good friends, Mikhail Komarov.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Well, first of all, you know, guys, to be honest, I'm actually surprised, like just how we all made this thing alive. It's like I was, you know, we were around the whole Telegram Open Network thing for quite a long time, you know, since maybe 2018. And I even remember we had an argue with Mitja about the decentralized exchange design some time ago, but.
You argued with Mitja, say it isn't so.
Well.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, and well, actually, when everything fell apart, I was, I was quite skeptical about the whole thing will go live, but we're still around and we still can help, we still can do useful things. So why not? Let's help, guys. And here we are, like 65 members, and something even works, something even functions, and it works. It works well. So that quite amazes me. It's great.
Thank you.
Well, coming to what Mitja told just a little bit earlier, there was a lot of promises from us to introduce a major protocol upgrade with ZKSnarks support, and we did it. Like, guys, if you're skillful enough, you can try to launch a test network from our repositories and try it yourself. We're going to have to, as our next obligations, we're going to have to, first of all, embed this thing into a Rust-based node, which is luckily finally released today. And there will be less troubles with the whole maintenance thing from now, I hope. So that's what we're going to do. And then we will probably come to some weekly stream again with the announcement of the protocol upgrade with Snark support.
Fantastic.
Looking forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all are. I think it's been a long time in the making. Thank you. Thank you, Mikhail. How about Everstake? Oleg, are you here? Or anybody from Everstake? No Everstake? Okay, we will come back to you if you hop back on the call. Let me just make a note for myself. Okay. What about, well, Broxus, Vlad, come on down.
Hey guys, nice to see everyone here.
Good to see you.
My sincere congratulations that we finally made it, because it was a really hard and challenging way to go, but we did it. And it's really important for all of us. Maybe let me share just some beautiful page to share our results. So what we did and where we would like to go. Roman, can you please give me the right to share? Roma?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I would like to say just a few words about what promises we made this spring. So you all know Broxus has been the B2B platform, first of all, and we are doing cryptocurrency solutions that making crypto easy and let just common companies and startups to hop on this train and start using cryptocurrency right away. And our key ambition was to just bring the free TON to this level of stability and accessibility like any other blockchain. So we just made some strong statements, what we would like to do in 1 year after the launch of the network. So of course, we would like to be the validator and run at least 2 validator nodes. We want to participate in developer activities, meaning that we want to participate in contests, we want to judge them, we want to do everything needed to make great solutions on free TON. We also wanted to participate in voting, in assessing proposals and submissions, and also actively participate in all the discussions. And on top of this, of course, support TON crystals in all of our products and specifically develop OTC tools based on atomic swaps. It was quite a challenge because the network was not really that mature that time, and we didn't understand how to implement this one. But in fact, we reached almost all of our ambitions. So first of all, we are validating much deeper. So we run 3 full nodes, and probably we'll get to the 4th one soon. We created a whole bunch of tools for the free TON. Like we contributed to the original C++ node. We developed a set of tools and utilities for developers and judges to use, like TON for managing multi-sig wallets like TON Explorer to browse the network, like TonLabs that can be used just to integrate with TON. We also provided the industrial TON API that recently reached the second version. It's 2.0, which is really a big achievement for us. So it's now really industrial and can hold millions of transactions. And some of major network performance contributors like ChatX, PocketTon, Combot, etc. All of them are using this API. So it's really a good mark for us. We also ported TON Crystal wallet that was initially a TON Gram wallet created by Telegram team. And we are almost there in delivering the first bridge from Ethereum network. Hopefully we will bring the first part of the implementation soon. I will not just promise any specific date, but we are doing our best. And of course, we brought the alternative TON Explorer. Broxus is also was one of the most active jurors throughout the free TON, and so we have a dedicated jury team. So we also mentoring, adopting new jurors. So we are helping them to understand how to vote, how not to vote, what is important to pay attention to, and so on and so forth. We also actively participate in validator discussions, starting from just participating in weekly calls of free TON. So I guess we didn't miss any. So we participated.
No, not a one.
Maybe just one, yes.
No, not a one, not a single one. No.
And also,
I have the record. I know.
Brilliant. So this KPI is fulfilled. Also, Broxus was one of the key contributors to launch the DeFi subgovernance, and we are also facilitating it and running our weekly calls. And it's very important that we focus strongly on the performance of this subgovernance. And also recently we started our job in analytics and support and helping to just deliver the better transparency to the whole network. Speaking about the support of TON crystals in our products, so it is now fully supported in all of our platform products like Nova, Shuttle, and Stardust. We support it in Broxus bot and in, of course, TON API. And Gravity, our OTC platform, is just coming. I hope we will finish it in a couple of months and it will be released. But speaking about OTC, of course, we had the winning solution at Atomic Swaps contest. So that is open sourced and can be easily accessible by anyone. And also, of course, we brought several major partnerships to the network that's creating the majority, I guess, of transactions now in all the network, and you all know them. But this is what is it now, and we also wanted and announced that we would like to take some additional commitments to our site for the coming year. The first one is, of course, the launch of the full-scale DeFi ecosystem in free TON. So it's very crucial because it will provide free TON with the necessary workload. It will bring finance here. It will bring a lot of liquidity here, and it is a blood that free TON so desperately needs. And that's why we are facilitating the DeFi subgovernance and doing everything needed for make it moving. And also we are committing to bring at least 5 new big partnerships that are transaction intensive, that will just bring the high load to the free TON and ensure that it is operable and used as it's designed to. So this is just a short summary of what we've done, and probably we will do something even more great. Yeah, but okay, I will just give the floor to someone else.
Thanks, Vlad. No, that's yeah. We do want to try to keep it to about a minute, so we don't. This call doesn't last 2 hours, but that is out of this world fantastic. Thank you so much. You guys rock. I mean, and you know you do. I don't even need to tell you that. Let's hear from MTX. Mike?
Hi, Ron.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, everyone. So, yeah, terrific job. I would like to congratulate everyone who made this possible. These things basically took off finally. As for our role, we are a telecommunication and cloud services provider based in Luxembourg. And we are working with TON since the mainnet launch. We are running validator nodes in our data centers. At this moment, there are 2 nodes in different locations, but we are extending its numbers. We want to run it in some exotic places like Hong Kong, India, Dubai, maybe Singapore next year, in order to make sure that the latency for in these countries are going to be minimal. We're also doing our part in governance. Personally, for me, this is the most exciting part of participation in the project, because you have to deal with different, with quite diverse set of topics, from like choosing virtual ambassadors for TON to reading papers where people use formal proof validation tool chains to validate smart contracts. And also in the next year, we are going to offer free TON as a payment method for our products we provide. Hopefully the issue with US connected customers KYC will be solved to this moment, because this is the greatest obstacle, like to accept payment for a service, and we need to do a full KYC for the customer to make sure that they are not connected to United States. Anyway, if this major hurdle will be solved, then the road is open, I think. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you very much. And we're getting there. We're getting there. I think, Mitja, maybe just say a word about that real quick, as far as where we're at on that.
On what, sorry?
In terms of actually, at this point, opening the market to everyone.
Well, we are sufficiently decentralized. That's the whole.
It is opened already. We cannot do anything about it.
Yeah. So there you go, Mike. So essentially, at this point, anybody could do whatever they want. So I think the whole disclaimer is off the table at this point. You can go ahead.
That's great.
It is great. It's excellent. Okay, so I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit. MinerGate, Vladimir Maslikov, are you here?
Yes, I am.
He is.
Hi, everyone.
All right.
Hi. First of all, congratulations to everyone here, to the community. We passed, I think, a very significant stage. It was great pleasure, and I think the most interesting part for me was, of course, participating in the governance. We launched with Broxus and some other guys the DeFi subgovernance. I also participated in launching subgovernance for web and design, and it was such fun. And it's really, I don't know how to describe it, but it's a very nice feeling when you see how it works, and when you see the results and the contests and everyone participating, and you can watch it all on blockchain. It's really something unique we've built here. So it's really very interesting to see. As for our commitments for this station, for the coming, the thing is that I think we are putting more focus now on bringing strong partnerships and expanding the network to the outside. So the main goal for our team is to bring as many new users, as many new accounts as possible in the smallest time frame. And the interesting things that we are doing now, and I don't want to disclaim something before it happens, but I hope.
Oh, go ahead. No, I'm kidding.
But I hope that by the end of the year, people with fiat money will be also able to buy the TON, and so any person will be able to do it. And we are on the final stages of bringing this partnership. So by that time, in the new year, in 21, in the early new year, I hope that everyone will know what is free TON. And my little personal goal is that I hope that free TON comes to top 100 blockchain projects on CoinMarketCap in early 2021 as well. So this is my small personal goal, which I will try to help the community achieve with all the resources that our team has.
That's awesome. Fantastic. Not just top 100, top one. Number one. Numero uno. And just like
okay, Ron, maybe end of the year, okay? I'm not sure, but top one, maybe top.
Okay,
two,
I'm gonna hold
early
your word to that.
Let's make it top 100. That will be great.
It'll be fantastic. And to speak to, I think Michael Chobanyan from Kuna said the same thing. It's all about supply and demand, right? So that's absolutely correct. It's got to happen. Okay, let's see. Constantine from p2p.org. Are you here?
Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Hi, brother.
Yeah. So it was a longer road. I remember like how like the guys only start to think about that. I think it was a February, and you know, like it was a lot of ideas, a lot of discussions. Then Mitja wrote this declaration of decentralization, and you know,
it wasn't Mitja, it was all of us, by the way. So
yeah, okay, yeah, it was a lot of people. I think that initial draft was from Mitja, but of course a lot of people like do their work. And so I think that it was important. Why? Because why we start to do it, like all this stuff? Because like the government or like the one organization for one country that we know just prohibit, like said that you can't launch this piece of software to Telegram company. And I think it's like, you know, it's not fair. And that's why we start to do something. And that's why we start to like work on the free TON. And then like this declaration happened, some validators start to run nodes, and it was a lot of ideas, like a lot of commitments. We only dreamed to have like the second node that was like on the Rust language, and now it's happened. And so I want to congratulate everyone with these achievements. So thank you everyone who did this great job.
Yourself included. You did an amazing job. You did a lot. We all know it. So thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, Mixed Bytes. Sergey?
Hello to all. I agree with Kostya that some stupid financial laws should not stop the technological advance, and we trust in the architecture of TON, and we trust that this architecture allow to create a really massive scale blockchain and deliver a solution to the most important problem of blockchains is scalability. So we trust in this technology. We ran the validators, participated in development on some supporting tools, and we want to work on projects in TON network. So we want to create services and then waiting for serious clients who want to develop such products, and we'll continue to work with this network and we are looking into the future with optimism. So we congratulate all the teams with this success, and I must say, as a developer, that the release of first version of Rust node is a very, very important step, because one of my main project problems with TON network was who will support this node, and now we understand that there is a kind of core team, and that we can help to test this node, help to find bugs, and develop this network and this architecture in the future. And now seems like it's really possible, and this node is a proof of it. Okay,
that's right. Absolutely. Thank you, Sergey. Okay, we have just two more left. Let's see. Marina Guryeva, our wonderful, wonderful Marina.
Yeah.
And I need to say, formerly of Cyberway, which has rebranded to CyberCore Dev, correct?
Yeah, exactly. So hi everybody, congratulations. I have to mention that I have noticed some sort of discrimination. You guys are guys, basically you don't have a lot of women here, and I have a lot of talking around. It's to you members, and I do remember also how it happened, basically quite interesting so for me as well. So it was
your connection is a little bad. Your connection is just a little bit bad.
Yeah, Ron, I know, sorry for that, but I can't do it better. So
that's
if
okay.
It's really bad, let's just forgive
go on
me.
Go on, browbeat all the men.
So in terms of what we have done quite a lot, and not only doing our primary tasks, so to say, so running the nodes and participating in reviewing and voting for proposals, submissions, etc., and contests. But we've also launched the free TON dev experience of governance, and I do believe that this is what free TON ecosystem needs, because it's nice to have some blood within your body, but without working organs, you can't do anything. So, and the tools for the free TON, they have been created and developed within this particular subgovernance. So I do want to see more people joining this subgovernance. Basically, we have a Telegram group. We do have lots of chats, and we have lots of activity on the forum, free TON forum. So just check and join us, because we have lots of contests, and we want developers to join, participate, because free TON ecosystem needs some tools, and we want to develop them. So apart from these activities, we've been managing free TON smart contracts global jury, and so I also want to invite everybody who is capable of judging smart contracts competition to join this jury, because it's very important. Smart contracts are the key thing in terms of future of the free TON. So we want to have strong juries as well. And apart from that, so I do believe that all the developers who are present here right now or who will join have to participate in the next upgrade of the free TON architecture. And so we will do this definitely. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Marina. Thank you very much. And I didn't mean to leave you for last. The way I had it written, I mean, I literally wrote it out. I mean, you know, it's right there, right? I just said mixed bytes, or excuse me, I had CyberCore Dev, and usually I just put all the names of everybody that I know. So it wasn't meant for you to be last. You should have been first.
How about Cyril, Ron? I think Cyril might want to say.
Hang on, there's getting to that. Everstake. I just wanted to add to what Marina said. So developer experience subgovernance. arguably one of the top 2 most active, top 3 maybe most active and most productive, and we need developers in there. So yes, please go there, and we'll have a new website soon, as Mitja would say, and you really need to join. Oleg, Everstake, you're with us, I believe, yes?
Yeah, here Oleg, and here is Sergey. I'm from Everstake as well.
Hi.
So let me be first here. I'm really glad that we have some achieved milestone from this journey. I am as an engineer was very curious and interested about how it's going on, and really believe that we need a solution which is able to be the platform for enabling financial application, because my personal belief that all that we do with the blockchain crypto sometimes and somehow will change the landscape of finance at all. I mean the capital, I mean the money, how it works, and we'll be able to cover the half of the population of the people who are currently unbanked. And this is exactly that TON can do. And the capability and the smart contracts and the environment and the people who are managing is amazing team, and it's just first step. I think for the next few years we'll be achieving amazing results and we'll be enabling amazing new economy. That's why we're here.
Thank you, Sergey, and yes to everything. That's absolutely right. And of course, we can't move on to the next phase until we, of course, let TonLabs say a word. But Cyril, our wonderful French CEO, go.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you so much. Well, guys, I might be the newest here, as I just arrived a month ago. So to me, it's very impressive to see such a community effort leading to such a big achievement today. So congratulations to all of you. I'm certain it's a really like all of you here have been bringing something to the table over the last 2 or 3 years, and that's impressive to watch. And I mean the last since May mostly. So yeah, congrats for that. I just arrived a month ago on my end at TonLab. I'm mostly focusing, among other things, on the adoption side, either of a lot of French developers that I know, and actually a few of them are in the call today, discovering the free TON world. So I'm pretty happy about that. And the adoption of users and clients and partners at scale, either in France or in the US. And so I think now that everything is live and working and very superior to a lot of platforms out there, 2021 needs to be the year for free TON to basically be discovered by the whole public and the world and have more and more adoption. So that's the goal we have at TonLab. One of the goals we have at TonLab, in order to basically fulfill the dream that we all have here, which is basically getting closer to a more decentralized world. And it's a beautiful mission. So let's keep going, all of us together, and let's move forward in that direction. I think 2021 will be very impressive. And as Vladimir mentioned before, top 100 on CoinMarketCap for 2021 is literally the objective for the next few weeks, early Q1 2021. And then we'll grow from there gradually. Thank you, guys. Congrats for all the work. It's impressive.
Thank you, Cyril. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, initial members. But we have more. We have more announcements. We have more progress reports. Today is a very important call. How about the TON SDK? We have Katya with us today.
Yeah,
hello,
let me introduce.
Hello.
So first of all, for diversity, yeah, we have a lot of we have a very diverse team in TonLabs. We're trying our best to include more and more. Unfortunately, it's hard to find, but Katya is one of our wonderful members, and she's responsible for the wonderful product, which is TON SDK. So just a reminder, the TON SDK is probably, first of all, the TON OS CLI is working on top of TON SDK, as well as Surf. It's in hold of the most amount of tokens by far, because all the DPools are working with, obviously, TON OS CLI infrastructure and TON SDK infrastructure. Therefore, TON Surf, I think, is the largest stakeholder, the consumer stakeholder currently on the network, and also works on top of TON SDK. So a lot of load for a small team, and Katya. So please welcome.
Hello, everyone. Roman, can you please allow me share my screen?
Done.
Do you see it?
Yep.
Okay, so today I will give you a brief overview of what we have accomplished over the last half year. And I want to start with some definitions and and products that use SDK. So what actually is SDK? It's software development kit. And in our case, SDK consists of libraries and tools for decentralized free-TON application development. And what are they? It's the first one is core Rust library, bindings in different languages over this core library, and TONOS Startup Edition. It's a local node for application testing. So let's dig into the core library definition. It works over DApp server API, and it allows create messages, send messages, process delivery, run get methods, emulate contract execution in case you want to debug your contracts, estimate fees, operate with bag of cells. It has a separate crypto module to perform cryptographic operations, query, blockchain, data, and so on. What is a binding? Binding is a thin library that converts types of your application in your target language different from Rust into Rust types and back. And what applications use SDK? As Mitja already mentioned, Surf, TON Live, TON CLI, Linker, government, Easy Vote, and so on. Also, it's used in validator scripts. Okay, let's go to the summary of 2020. Major event, we released 1.0 SDK with callbacks supported. We moved to network layer to the core, including web. So we generated IP reference documentations for binding developers. Also, we prepared some tooling for binding creators to help them automatically generate their bindings. We generate API JSON file, which helps you to create a binding easy and fast. And another one event that we had is that we ran binding contest. I will tell you about its results a bit later. Also, we recently supported DeBot engine. This API is unstable now, so it will be changing in later releases. And also another major thing that we have done is that we created this TON SDK channel for tech support, and you can always find any answer to any question you have in that channel. Okay, so go next. Binding contest results. We had a lot of submissions, 21 submission, 20 working solutions, and as a result now we have 14 languages, programming languages supported: Rust, TypeScript, Python, C#, Java, Kotlin, PHP, Go, Ruby, Swift, Lua, Dart, Scala, and Clojure. We have the following platforms and operation systems supported: Linux, Windows, Mac OS, iOS, Android, Web, Node.js, Java. So this is the huge step forward for TON adoption. Not only, I would say, not only for TON adoption, but for the whole blockchain technology adoption. We can now create applications on any platform and almost any language possible. So thank you everyone who participated in this contest. And a little peep into the future, what is coming now. Now we are currently working on our public API optimizations because the load has increased a lot. And this is one of the major priorities now, to optimize our API. So please watch out for announcements regarding query optimization and API updates in the near future. And also we will add analytics API to our public API. So if you have any, if you need any blockchain analytics, please PM me. We will think about how to add it there. Also, data validation module is an important module that will calculate proofs to prove the data that DApp server API provides. It will be in the form of a contest in the near future. So ABI 3, the most needed features now is string type support, contract error descriptions. It will also come in some near future, and much more. So I think this is all from me. Thanks. If you have any questions, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Katya. That was wonderful. Does anybody have any questions?
There is a channel, and you can always PM Katya as well. You know, and guys doing incredible job of supporting the TON SDK now.
They sure are. They sure are. So, like I said, lots and lots of announcements. You know what I did do is accidentally I skipped over the fact that we actually have a new validator, Isaac from Simply VC. Isaac, are you with us? If you come back, that'd be great. We also have Anna Baidakova from CoinDesk with us. Anna, are you here? Okay, so we'll skip over those and we'll come back to them. Thank you. It's fantastic. So there you have it. Now I'm going to take just a minute and say that I'm going to talk about collaborations, partnerships, but let's call them what they are. They're collaborations because partnerships are legal terminology. There is no legal entity with FreeTON. We collaborate. So we have a whole bunch of partners that we haven't even mentioned yet, but I want to run through some status updates because I think it's important. I can't go through all of them because there are just too many. And of course, we're already an hour and 15 in, but let me just give you a few. So some of the network collaborator, I don't like the word collaborators. Collaboration, I like. Collaborators, I don't. Partners. Let's see. Quick App Ninja has completed off-chain integration. They'll be working with the community on smart contracts. That's 330,000 game developers, 184 million players. Decentralized integrated, had a launch party on the 19th. Giveaways ready. The web version is done. 10,000 active users. Combat, integration complete. 20,000 users, growing rapidly, 20+ million coverage. Galaxy Online is integrated. It's a cool thing. You got to see it. It's a game, but it's like a smart game. It's kind of like chess, but having to do like space and stuff like that. It's cool. Integrated, including game mechanics and a smart contract. World of Dogs, 330,000+ users. Free TON Shop, have ads running on multiple blockchain-focused websites on Telegram. They're running tournaments to give away free TON branded merch. They created the first physical commemorative free TON coin, like literally like a physical coin, that's kind of cool, which sold out in under a day, if I'm not mistaken. 3,000 visitors, 1,000 TON Surf wallet browser messenger downloads. Free TON to mobile top-up bot, integrated, working on top of mobile phones. AdGram, integrated, 20 million+ user coverage. Cryptarium, integrated, 100,000 users, 300,000 user coverage. The Government Blockchain Association, the GBA, which FreeTON collaborates with on the regular. I'm going to read their boiler to you. An international nonprofit association that brings governments and private industries together to connect, communicate, and collaborate. 2,000 experts, and when I say experts, I mean experts in the field of blockchain, collaborating with FreeTON on voting solutions, healthcare solutions, running 2 contests right now as we speak. Well, one at the moment, there will be a second in a minute. One is the voting audit for Guatemala. Guatemala has some issues with their post-vote auditing, which the community is going to solve through a contest. Also a contest to, I don't want to use the word debunk, but say challenge an MIT and Harvard collaborative paper that made the claim that only paper ballots can be the only secure means of voting. So that contest actually it should be launching on the 25th, right on Christmas. So Catholic Christmas. Please go check that out. That's massive. So that's our collaboration with them. The African Blockchain Institute. They run a year-long hackathon for Africa's technology students every year. In 2021, they're going to be running one based on free TON. And everything is prepared, everything is set and ready, and that's going to start in 2021. And maybe if John is able to join us, he'll talk about that in a minute. Poker TON, 20,000 users, 100,000 user coverage. Nebius, smart contracts ready, waiting for DeBots to launch. Mitja, will be the first DeBot that does not come from TonLabs. How about that? 80,000 users. PlayKey.
Great. That's great.
Yeah, it is. PlayKey. Let's see. Integrated with playkey.net website. Users automatically receive tons when they buy the cloud gaming service. They have links with instructions on the value of tons and the value of free TON on their sites. 70,000 tons already have been distributed. They created an offer where if you change your reward currency to tons, you get a 20% bonus. Visitors in October, 171,057. In November, 192,807. Monthly buyers, October, 7,496. November, 8,307. 58,000 buyers in 2020. They expect a 30 to 35% buyer growth throughout the holidays and into January for obvious reasons, because that's what people do, especially with the current state of things. World Chess, monster case. Basic smart contracts for Chess ID ready. The potential is to reach 150 million chess players monthly. We're getting there. Gropovina Popusti, which is a Serbian Groupon of sorts. Basically, it's a large, it's a Serbian-centric Groupon, the largest for the native-speaking population. Actively integrating will be done by mid-January. 500,000 current users, active users, 1 million user plus coverage. So I wanted to just sort of slip that in. Why? Because, oh, and let me not forget too. I mean, this is just the stats that I collected. The reality is we have Human Venture, China Play, Bitcoin.com, Cointelegraph, excellent partner. Guys, there's so much in the queue. There are probably, I would say probably somewhere in the range of 70 or more companies that are just basically in discussions right now, trying to finalize, the community's involvement and become partners. And there are going to be some major announcements in the coming months. So collectively, we're talking about tens and tens and tens of millions of users. To sum it up, we are going to have an absolute monster first quarter. And that's just from what I see at the moment. I think we're really well positioned at this point to just take over. That's just my own personal view. So I had to say that so that everybody sort of gets a bird's eye view, both on what has happened and what is happening, and what will happen. And now I would like to, there are two forming subgovernances. One is the African and one is the Chinese subgovernance. And I know we have, is John, are you here with us? I know you were having some internet problems earlier.
No, I'm here.
You're here. Can you just talk a little bit about the African subgovernance? I think this is a very, very important project.
Yeah, thank you, Ron, for giving me this opportunity. First, I would like to congratulate the Freeton fraternity on a successful mainnet launch. And having said that, I would like to say Freeton venture into Africa is at a most ideal time when the continent is on the verge of adoption of various technologies. The African subgovernance is a culmination of decentralized policy within Freeton that emphasizes on community-driven initiatives. In this regard, we have entered into a partnership. I think Ron has said we use collaboration or collaborators. So we are collaborating with ABI, mainly in running a campus hackathon across the continent's universities. We have already done the press release. We have done the application documents. We have a website, and generally the application started on 21st, yesterday. So we are collecting the applications, going through them, and choosing the ones that will go to the hackathon, the country level. In addition, we are in the process of onboarding young developers projects across the continent. This being an initiative of Freeton Fraternity that includes mentoring and training the African population. Lastly, I would say we are glad for the opportunities accorded to the continent by the Freeton Fraternity. And we believe that Freeton's reputation can only grow exponentially in the continent. I would also like to add that our Freeton subgovernance proposal is already published. I believe tomorrow or the day after, we'll be able to put it to a vote. And I hope that you guys will come up and support us. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, John. Thank you very much. And we also have a representative from the Chinese subgovernance. I originally heard the name Poppy, but I understand it's someone else.
Yeah, it's someone else. It's Harry. So
Harry. Hi, Harry.
Wait a second. No, it's Dennis actually. And
okay, Poppy, Harry, Dennis. Okay, Dennis is fine.
Yeah, and I think Harry, are you here?
I saw Harry trying to get in. I think maybe he's having some internet problems potentially.
Well, okay, maybe we'll just have him just in a few minutes, if it is okay. Let us just fix this problem. Is it okay if we speak in a few minutes?
Yeah, it's absolutely fine. You're technically the last. The last until we move to Q&A, but we can start Q&A, and then as soon as Harry has his, as soon as the hardware is in order, we can come back to you. That's not a problem.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Obviously, it's an hour and a half. I get it. It's a very long call, but this was expected. So let's not waste any time. Let's go to questions. So please, who has a question or a comment?
Ron, I have a comment, if I may. I just want to congratulate the team with a major achievement. As one of the few people on the call who are both in the US and are US citizens, I'm extremely pleased that the US restriction has been lifted. And I want to say happy holidays to everyone. Great job, guys. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Eugene. Yeah, I know everybody's been waiting for it. Okay, next. Oh, come on. There's 65 people on the call. Nobody has a question or a comment? If not, we can go right to YouTube. Yes, no. If you do end up with a question, or if you do want to interject, just raise your hand and we'll get to you. Okay, so there are a lot of questions on YouTube, and I don't even know if we'll be able to get to all of them. There are just too many.
Ron, can I jump in just for a second?
You may, absolutely.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Congratulations to all. There was a word that there are different subgovernances working in the free TON, and I wanted to share. I think this is a good news that we have conducted in web and design subgovernance a contest for greeting cards, and we had 279 submissions. I think this is very good. Plus, I would like to add that we decided to add a line to the contest rules that each participant is sharing his work on Twitter. So we have at least 279 tweets with greeting cards wishing everybody Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and all the cards are free TON related and designed. Plus the winners, when we get to that part after judging the submissions, will post their greeting cards again. So we have run a 3-in-1 contest for design and like with a part of community voice. That's what I wanted to share.
Thank you, Michael. Yes, thank you very much. And it's pretty cool. I mean, you know, we're not all techie geeks here, right? We do have fun contests and we have things that are for everybody. And that's the idea of adoption, isn't it, at the end of the day? We do have Harry back with us. Is that correct?
Yeah. Harry, can you hear us? Well.
Okay, we'll try to come back again.
Okay.
Just so you know, we do this every Tuesday, not quite on this scale, but if for whatever reason we don't manage to get in the subgovernance, next week we're actually having, and by the way, this is, I'm gonna take a moment to sort of plug our next week's call. Next week is actually going to focus on updates from subgovernances, which would be the ideal place to describe your subgovernances. And again, it's going to go up on the channel. So if we don't manage to do it today, we can definitely do it next week, but you let me know if everything works out. All right, let's go to the next question. All right, this one is in Russian. Let me try to translate it. On which stage of the 3 is free TON now? I think Mitja mentioned that earlier. That was answered. We are basically in stage 3. When is the deadline?
We're not fully decentralized, so it's not stage 3 technically yet, but we're sufficiently decentralized.
There's your answer, and please let us know when the deadline for stage 3 is. There is no deadline. It's a matter of several things coming together. Do you want to try to answer that? Mitja.
In terms of deadlines?
Yeah, he's asking when stage 3 is going to end.
It's a process. You never like there is no 100% decentralization. Nothing in this world is 100% decentralized. Like even the galaxy, it's not really decentralized. So like it's a process, but in some stage. We need to still do certain things to enable that. So there are some steps, technical steps that still need to be done. But other than that, it's a process. So, but we are in a very good track. There is no like particular timeline for thing because it's like 80% decentralized versus like 83% decentralized. But it doesn't make any difference really on after a certain stage. Doesn't make any difference. But we need to move to SMB smart contracts for the governance. That's a very important step in the further decentralization to become a fully decentralized, and some other technical stuff as well.
Mm-hmm. Vladimir writes, great moment, but what could happen with the decentralized network running on a few major hosting providers? Before,
yeah, we had that many times. It's not running on several hosting providers because, well, there are only a handful of service providers anywhere in the world. And think about also internet backbones. Like what happens if the underwater cable runs out? Like it will affect the whole world. If the service providers like a lot of cloud providers will start switching off, it will, believe me, it won't affect just free TON. It will affect the whole everything. It will affect the whole economy and all of the blockchains. And for many of the blockchains, actually, it will be fatal. And I'm talking about Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin will stop. and so think about that first. Free TON has less problems than Bitcoin in that respect.
Several chains, which is
it will split. It will fork and it will split and it will be a disaster.
Yeah, and just to add to that, I think the long-term plan is to go E2ED, right? Which means that
that's not connected to that. It's not the question. Yeah, let's move on.
Fantastic releasing Rust node, but how do we defend the mainnet from this attack running new node release?
Well, it's because because we have depuls now with a lot of stakes, so you need to have a lot of money to do that. And so it's not just you start a full node, because Rust full nodes are all over. We have more than 1,000 DApp servers in the mainnet currently. So just think about that. So the Rust node by itself, just running, it won't affect anything. But if in order to become a validator, you need quite a large stake, which obviously you will lose if you do something. So economically, it doesn't make a lot of sense to do that. And by the way, I'm not saying you will, because we are running a separate network which is fully interop, between Telegram nodes and Rust nodes. So they can work together. I'm just arguing not to do that because we have a certain process of going through testing. There may be some problems that may happen. And there are also protocol changes that are in Rust node, which are not in C++ node currently implemented. So there are some stuff that can go wrong. We didn't see it happen, currently with the current version, but it may happen. So we're just trying to be cautious.
Yeah, I think it is a very standard process. we did alpha version internally, then now it's time for beta version. I mean, it's very simple. And then after that,
I would not call it versions like alpha beta, but yeah, it's a process which is a healthy process. Yeah, we need to follow, and we agreed on that process in May already. Like how we will introduce new changes to the network, and the Rust node, of course, a major change to the network, which I hope in a few months we'll have a network which will be Rust node probably will take a majority of the nodes on the network.
Okay, will you implement a free TON payment system on the Telegram app? I mean, I will be able to send some crystals directly to another friend at the texting chat. That's already done. It's called TON Surf.
Well, no, it's in TON chat. You have many ways to do that. I think there are many applications. Like you do that in even Chatex, you can do that and stuff like that. And Combot, I think also it supports a wallet. Of course, you need to be careful because these are centralized wallets, all of them. And if you work through the Telegram, you work with a centralized. So you are not in possession of your money. Just to remember that, not your keys, not your money. Period. Right, so just don't be cautious. Don't put a lot of money in there. Just what you need, and then you can use it, and then go back to your non-custodial wallet.
In other words, don't run the web version.
No, web version is not related.
No.
Web version is not. The web version doesn't make a centralized custodian version, so you can have a perfectly separate applications on your mobile, which will be custodian, which you will not hold the keys from that. Now, I'm referring to that. You need to have your keys for the money that is, in your, a lot, if you hold a lot of money, a lot of tokens, you need to have your keys with you, not with with exchange, with all due respect.
And then there will be a TON security card coming soon. Sorry, I had to do that. That's going to solve all of it. We expected it a month ago, but there was a fluke. We support the free TON community and are confident that will be the standard for decentralization. You're damn right. Yes. Let's see. Can you toss the address of the DeBot? Toss it where I don't know where you.
The address is in the YouTube. Just please, someone can you please send the DeBot
address
to the YouTube comments.
Or send it in the
Can you do
chat and
awesome?
I'll toss it over. Yeah.
It's already in the chat. It's
Is
already
it?
here in the Zoom chat. So you just
Hold on.
you did it? Okay. So
no,
it's in the
I-
commentary, guys.
Yeah, right up top. Yes. Or, hold on. Kuna did.
I
Kuna
dropped
did.
the address right after that comment.
Yep.
Great.
And I'm doing it manually here, so hang on.
TON CLI, DeBot, fetch, and address. That's all you need to sign. Of
There it
course,
is.
Get your keys ready.
Okay, let's see. Yes, Ivan.
Yeah, by the way, will you release the source code for this DeBot? It seems that there is
course.
infinite loop.
Of course.
The signature. Do you know?
Of course, we'll release the source code.
Yeah. Do you know that it runs into infinite loop asking tons? Actually, I sent 3 tons, but it returns.
You can do that.
It returns the tons that like you
yeah, it returns. Yeah, it returns the change. Yeah.
Is it on master chain actual contract where the DOD is?
Can't you see in the address where it is? Oh, the contract of the
DeBot is on workchain. And
no, I think it's a workchain.
Yeah, but it communicates with some another address each time you send him tons.
Yeah, go to the config. You'll
Okay.
see the addresses of the system contracts in the config on any key block. You can
okay, it's config. Okay, thank you.
It's in the config because we released the key block for that. Yeah, so it's in the config.
Mm-hmm.
It's a free contract in that respect.
Okay, we do have some questions in what I believe is Korean. Unfortunately, I don't read Korean. If there's somebody on the call who's also watching YouTube, maybe translate for us, and we'll be happy to answer. Thank you for your hard work.
Google Translate. Right.
I'm not going to do that right now. Sorry, somebody else has to do that. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for yours. If you're talking about contests, it would be great to hear comments regarding Free Ton Hero contest. Okay. Today's
not
kind
today.
of
not today.
Yeah, not today.
Please,
this
not
is
today. Just
don't tell Ron. Let Ron answer. Hang on. Not today. Today is not the day for that. Absolutely. We're dealing with something much bigger. Brian Crane, thank you for your meaningful presentation and congratulatory message. Brian, Chorus.one, see, everybody loves you guys. Absolutely. Moving on, there are a lot of questions in Korean, and gosh, I'm sorry if somebody just wants to take that and translate. Is there a Russian community of Free Ton? Absolutely there is. Go to freeton.org and you'll see a list of the different links to different language groups. So there are several. There are many, many more than I can count. Questions about Sorry, I'm actually translating some of the questions. Oh, yes, Ramon. Thank you for reminding me the important question here being, so the US disclaimer is off the table. Does that mean that from now on contests won't contain that disclaimer? That is correct. But for those that do contain it, they contain it. There's no way to remove it. It's on the blockchain. There's a hash. There's nothing you can do. But moving forward, yes, that is correct. That is exactly the gist and crux of today's announcement. So yes, it's a major thing. Yes.
Started before, sufficient decentralization achieved and now ends after that. So I think that we can assume that it is removed.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, but the contests that have it, it's removed, but it's still going to be in there. You can't remove the disclaimer as in terms of text, but just assume it's not there, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. People asking for Paglino. People are asking about token value predictions. Guys, we're not speculators here. Ice Genetics. Sorry, just there's so many comments and I'm trying to find the questions. Achievement of the mainnet launch is amazing. Great achievement. Well, it's not the mainnet launch per se. That's not exactly what this is. You might want to just go back and listen to what Mitja said. Somebody said the mainnet was launched on May 7th of 2020. In a way, there's no change. It's just a flip of the switch, but the switch hasn't technically been flipped, or has it? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, today's decentralization, not the mainnet launch. They speak about freeton.org. You can join the developer team there and help to finish the website. Yes, you can, by the way, and please do. The website is moving, chugging right along. I know the current website, freeton.org, I know it's a little bit, I don't want to say outdated. It has limited functionality. There are things that just need to be there that aren't. There is a new website in development. We are very close to finishing it. The whole community's worked on it. Michael Kabanov is on this call. I believe Nikita's on this call. They worked very, very hard. There are a lot of people, but it isn't ready just yet. But so just hold your horses. We don't want to switch to a new website before it's 100% just perfect, right? So I think everybody can appreciate that. So for now, just please deal with what we have. Congratulations on this achievement for watching from South Africa. Hello, South Africa. Hello, Korea. Hello, everyone. Hello, everybody from around the world. Caveat, no U.S. participation, no U.S. citizens, companies permitted to sign this declaration. Yeah, from now on, that is off the table. Looks like something boiling here. Okay. Will you make some NFT arts, ART''S, about Freeton project? Will you open some governance about NFTs, commercial side? Yes?
Please write the code and do NFT arts. It's welcome.
That's
the
right.
The NFT token exists already. You can use it. So please write just a dApp or whatever.
Yeah,
you can launch NFT token, and it's actually the only distributed, decentralized NFT design in existence, which does not rely on one ledger of tokens. It exists for several months already. The code, you can go to the repository.
Actually, great idea for contests to run write anything that uses tokens.
Write the contest.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely right. No, that's absolutely right. Remember, there is a tendency for people to ask who has done something, and we try to remind everyone that you can do something. So go and write it. Go and do it. And so, yeah, it's available. You just have to put in the time. Let's see. Are you excited to? Okay, I'm not going to touch that one. Sorry. There's one quick question that I don't think is appropriate. Somebody's writing USA. All right, USA. I'm from the USA, right? Declaration of Decentralization in DeBot. Does it still have no U.S. citizens or companies permitted to sign this declaration? I don't think that's in the DeBot.
It does. It does.
Oh,
it does because it's a regional declaration. We didn't change anything.
That's right. That's right.
We couldn't change the text. But once the sufficient decentralization achieved, then this paragraph no longer applies.
It doesn't apply, but it's still in there. But I think the new website will not have it.
No, you cannot just. The declaration is declaration. You cannot just delete parts of it. It's like
an amendment to the Constitution. Right. Okay.
You need to run an amendment. So run an amendment.
Right, an amendment. Right. But even if you run an amendment, the original Declaration of Independence is still written the way it is written.
Exactly.
Even though even though 90% of it doesn't even apply anymore. Or at least not in practice, sorry.
Well, they are not in war with English anymore, you know.
That's right.
England.
They're not at war. All right, that's it for the questions on YouTube. Now, I know everybody's tired. This has been a very, very long presentation, but it was a very necessary, and it was awesome, and it was high energy, and I think everybody is just thrilled about it. I know I am. I know everybody wants to get back to work, but Harry Wu still is trying to get in the room. Roman, can you let him in, and let's try this one last time. If we don't get it, we're going to come back next week to you guys.
Yeah.
He's here.
Harry, are you here with us? Harry? Okay, I think what we're going to go ahead and do is...
Here. Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That's okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Please tell us about the Chinese subgovernance that's forming.
Oh, okay. Well, China will play a major part in the development of free TON as well as blockchain technology. We have a very active internet financial system and lots of young talents that, are devoted in market blockchain technology, the next big thing in China. And then in the whole world, right? After all China has 14 billion people. That's everybody knows. The biggest market in the world. So I don't want to, today I don't want to get much deeper into any industry data, which is important, yet also not that important, right? But like I said, I know I would like to show you our proposal, but somehow my computer today has some problem. I discussed with Dennis. Somehow I can't share the proposal, but I will put it in the community film. People can check it out.
Well, Harry, next week on the 29th, on December 29th, we're actually going to, the next week's call just before New Year's, well, non-Chinese New Year, of course, and Christmas and Hanukkah and everything.
Christmas, right.
Right. We're going to have a last of the year call where subgovernances are actually going to present their last results. So you don't have to do it today. Just tell us a little bit, and you can do it next week, and that's going to be dedicated to.
Yeah, thank you. So we made the plan for 3 months because things are changing so fast. Of course, we can make plans for a year or even 2 years or longer. Making any plans future than this, impractical. But we strongly believe that the future is bright. It's promising. Yeah. And about the we will dedicate ourselves to helping free TON foster its impact in the Chinese crypto community. Like I said, next time, right around the Christmas. Yeah. So, yeah, let's see. Around that time, we will put the proposal to the community.
Amazing.
People can see that. Yeah.
And we need that. We need that. It's a.
I'm sorry. One more thing is we have totally around 10 people. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Let's grow that. Let's grow that from 10 to a lot
more.
To
this big market, 10 people is definitely not enough for now. But for the future, but for now, 10 people, I think they are very experiencing, because these people, these members, they have different background in token fund, exchange, and the project, all from the blockchain and the cryptocurrency industry, and have more than 2 years or longer experience. Yeah.
That's excellent.
Thank you. Go ahead, please.
Yes, yes, no, thank you. And we definitely need that, because it's almost a black spot in a white room. Where's China?
Oh yeah,
we need China. Come on. I mean, we've been waiting for this for so long.
Thank you.
We've got a Korean group that's just a monster. I mean, they're just doing it, man. We need you guys. Yeah, absolutely. Get it going. We've been waiting for a long time. Yeah. Thank you, Harry. Thank you very much. And please, yeah, for next week, for Tuesday, the 29th, have a small presentation, about 5-minute presentation ready. We're going to have all the subgovernances do that. So that's going to be our sort of end of the year kickoff or end or whatever finale. So thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. On that note, guys, I think we're running right up on the end of 2 hours. We've obviously lost about 10% of our viewers. So listen, again, just to recap, we're sufficiently decentralized. All markets opened. This is a piece of history, and you're all a part of it. And I feel blessed to be a part of it. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Please participate. Please participate in contests. Please write contests. Please help the network, because it's not somebody's network. It's your network. It's yours. This is your baby. You have to raise it. It takes a village to raise a child. Thank you very much for coming, guys. 3, 2, 1. We will see you.
Bye, guys. Congratulations, everyone. Bye-bye.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Bye. Congratulations.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.